Hi, my name is Matthew Wilson. This is me video for Communications 100. I am 18 years old, currently a sophomore at MCC, studying computer science. A few of my hobbies include learning how to code, watching movies, I shoot film, and I skate a bit. The main reasons I decided to associate in these hobbies and partake in these hobbies is I find it very interesting, especially to shoot film. I feel like it's a great way to capture life's moments and kind of add like a cool graininess filter effect to it. It really makes the process a lot more meaningful to me when I take pictures. Plus I have lots of other friends that also shoot film, so it's a nice hobby to do, and it's a little expensive, but I think that the end result is way more worth it than just taking a picture with a normal camera. Another one of my hobbies I like to do is skate. Typically I do that with my friends. Don't really go out much alone and try to skate. It's not as fun to me. I think for me personally, and the way I can relate that to communication, is being able to just be out with your friends. Skating, learning new stuff is a great way to like communicate and build friendships. There's been many nights with my friends that we've just had such an amazing time, going to different skate parks during the day and going out to eat. And I really think that skating is something that has strengthened our friendship. As for my life experiences and how I would tie those into communication, definitely come from my parents as a whole, both of them. I have a great deal of respect for them, mom and dad both. And I think that over the years, they've taught me a lot of good lessons and morals that I still hold true to myself. I think the main one is pretty basic, but I think it's just treating others the way you'd like to be treated. Sometimes I find myself as like a very judgmental person, and sometimes I think that it can kind of get in the way of the way I treat others. Especially people at work. Typically I tend to judge them, and new coworkers that I begin to work with, if they don't get what I'm doing right away, I tend to get upset with them. But when I realize if I was stuck in that position, or when I was stuck in that position when I first started the job, I wanted people to be nice to me. So I might as well project the same values and the same kindness towards them as I would want for myself. I think working at my job that I have now has definitely improved my self-concept, and it definitely changed it. I didn't really find myself to be as outgoing as I was. I find myself typically that when I work, I'm much more able to speak fluently and ask people how's their night going, do they have any plans for the rest of the night, did they have a good day at work, whatever it may be. But I think that I never really realized that my potential was there. I find it really difficult for myself to speak up even to family or friends that are close to me rather than just complete strangers. I usually have a great deal of fear when I speak to family. But when it's random strangers or people that I see at work, it's much easier for me just to communicate my feelings and put myself out there. As for my relationships, I think there's like 3 people in particular that I would say definitely improved my self-esteem and just my communication as a whole. Those first 2 being my parents. As I mentioned before, they've just been a great help to me, and they definitely improved my self-esteem as well. They taught me to be much more confident in the way that I speak, especially when I was first getting my job. You know, they told me to be outgoing. They told me just to be myself because they saw that in me, and I thought that was really important to me. For the next person, I would say that it was my girlfriend that I have now. Currently, we're long distance. She lives in the UK, and I live in the United States, so it's a long distance away, and we have seen each other before, but knowing that we're working towards somewhere, we're able to see each other every day. It plays a big role in how we communicate towards each other, knowing that we are serious. And although the distance does suck, I think that we have very strong trust in each other, and we're able to communicate effectively by just checking in with each other every day, and we call every single day and we make sure that we're okay. And so I definitely think that those are the biggest roles in communicating effectively with her and keeping a good connection between us two, because oftentimes the distance can make it difficult. But I think that we definitely find good ways to persevere and make it through that. So I definitely say that those three people have been the biggest influence on my self-esteem, my self-concept, and overall just my communication with others in terms of all my relationships with my family and with my girlfriend. So that's all I have. Bye.